Hello, this is ClayPita. This is a parrot sculpture, and this is a real parrot. Woo. Oh, looks familiar? No, you can't eat that. Yeah, the form is familiar, but the form is right, but the color and the size don't match. That's what she said. Oh God, I'm sorry, that was terrible, but never mind. Little bird. And even littler bird. But he's flying and you're not. You're just sitting around all day. Not contributing to the household whatsoever. Look at him, he's not even ashamed. Are you? No, you're not. And yet people are probably going to watch this video because of you, not because of this. Anyway. Look, you're on the internet. Oh. Hello. Hello. Aren't you a fine specimen? Are you not? Are you? Oh. Yes, you are. Pretty. Anyway, this parrot sculpture, as you can clearly see, I hope, the claws. I have 2 claws in front and 2 in the back, like this one. Show them your little feet. You can see it's very useful if you actually have a live reference in front of you. You can just have him sit right next to you, and then you can always look over to check if anything's off or not. For example, the beak goes down quite a lot. You can see the beak on him is sharper than on this one, but I'll correct that later. And yeah, the wings. This type of parrot has very long wings, very wide wingspan. But actually, I couldn't use his wings as reference, because if you ask him whether he can unfold his wings, he's going to say no. Yeah, he's not that cooperative on that part. Anyway, that's the bird sculpture, the parrot sculpture there. And for this one I didn't have to use wire for the wings. They can actually move, so if you want him to fly like that, or if you want the legs to bend backwards, that's also possible. I'm not gonna do that now because I have to use one hand to hold the phone. And the real reason I made this video is, of course, to show you this little beauty, but also to show you this beauty. Yes, it's probably, some of you are maybe familiar with it. It's a creature from Monster Hunter, the kut-ku, as it's known. And yeah, I spent quite some time on this. As you can see, I see a lot of detail on the scales. A lot of work went into that. And the spikes, he has some spikes on him, and the feet, the claws, and actually this one has a lot of metal wire in there to reinforce it, because it's the wings, for example, they are too heavy to support their own weight, and also the neck, because the head is too big, especially the jaws, because, well, he's got a giant beak, and they are too big, they couldn't support their own weight. And as you can see, it also has some texture on the belly, on the underwings there. So actually I used multiple references for this, multiple different references from different games, and the problem was that some references they didn't agree with each other. Some said, oh, its scales look like this, and another reference was like, no, the scales look totally different, and I was like, what the fuck? But never mind. I think the example is quite presentable. Yes. And the difficulty with this is because it's a soft material that stays soft. It's actually really, a real drag to make textures. When I use stuff that is bakeable, it's a lot more convenient to make textures because you can bake them and then they're solid. But this stuff is not bakeable; it stays soft, and so if you touch it too strongly, the textures will simply disappear. I give you a little demonstration. If he would be so kind to stand. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Okay, he just died. Yeah. What do you have to say to that? Oh, just as I thought. Anyways, actually, oh, that looks just wrong. Oh, his wing is coming up. Actually, that is a very good opportunity to show you. Come off, you little. There, that's how it looks. The wing is just stuck in there, and there's some little piece of wire in there to support the weight, because couldn't do that on his own though. See the ears. Ironically, in the Monster Hunter games, if you break his ears, you get them as a reward after the quest. So I guess I just got the side quest right, apparently. Never mind. But as you can see, very, very fragile material. It's just sometimes it just falls off or bends over or whatever. And as you can see, the material is quite easily damaged. Yeah, it's very, very hard to keep it smooth and stuff, because as you can see, here's a texture, and when you press a little, texture's gone. Yeah, now he has a broken wing. Same with the claws and everything. It's basically it's what makes it very difficult to keep the texture on, and also the finer the texture, the more pointless it is. But especially with this one, because actual feathers, Exhibit A, actual feathers they are such fine structures that you can't really, the same as fur, you can't really duplicate that with clay, because it's a solid material, and you can't make it have such fine structure and such delicate features. So it's always best just to make it smooth and maybe roughen the surface a little to give it some sort of texture, but to duplicate the actual effect of actual feathers, that's it's not possible. Or maybe it is very well possible and I'm just not talented enough. Well, anyway. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not very not very carefully treating these sculptures, but that is because this stuff I only use for training purposes. I build something, and then when I like it, I make some videos or photos to have a memento, and then I destroy them and make something new, because this stuff is actually, they stopped producing it, they don't sell it anymore, so this is all I have left. Yeah, and I use it to make something new all the time. So when I make some bigger projects, I actually use the stuff that's bakeable, so they are more, so they're more durable and more solid, if you will. But this was really just training purposes. And oh look, he's lost a leg as well. Wait. Oh. As far as I know, you can't break their legs in game, but in the games. But I just did. Look at that beautiful kut-ku leg. You're going to need crutches now. I don't know. Can you hold crutches with those wings? No idea. Maybe we could have one crutch for his beak. That's probably falls under animal cruelty. I don't know. But yeah, you can see the padded. I don't know what's that called. The feet underside. I don't know, the down under feet. Whatever. The claws or talons, or whatever the fuck they called. And yeah. Once again, now that the ears are gone, you can see a little more of the structure. Yeah, the tongue, the eyes, the oh look, his neck is coming off too. Let's God, this is turning into a snuff video. I didn't plan this. No, I totally did not plan this. No, but it's very cruel but informative. You see, there's the metal wire there, and there's the head there. Actually, it's a lot easier to. That's also how I actually work. I have this body parts separately, so I can work on them, so I can hold them, because it's easier to hold them and work on them and like this. Because if you have the whole thing all the time, it's just too, I don't know, it's just too much. It's easier to carry one little thing and have one little thing in your hand and put the details on that, and then stick them all together, and then you have a sculpture. At least that's my workflow. I don't know how other people do it, or if there even are other people who have no social life whatsoever and have to rely on doing this shit. Never mind. Yeah, that's about all I can say about this mess here. This X sculpture. This is an X parrot, and this is an actual parrot. No, they're not parrots. That's the parrot. Again. To completely homage to the famous Monty Python sketch, this is an ex-parrot. You can't laugh at that, can you? No. Maybe that guy maybe the parrot in the sketch was one of his relatives. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hello. Little birdie. Little birdie. Oh. Look at the anger in his eyes. The boiling fury. The seething hatred. Ah. Yeah. You're not happy that I destroyed the parrot figure, right? Or you don't care, you just want to eat the phone. Now that's alright as well. So yes, that's all from me and the sculpture corpses, and from the little bird, of course. Say goodbye. That doesn't mean goodbye. Does it? You've been saying goodbye to me all this time, you little... Oh, never mind. So yes, hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time. Bye!